No, you're absolutely not overreacting. You gotta love Reddit. Let me read this one to you guys. Go back here on decoding attraction and reading Reddit questions. So, girlfriend's medical note says currently sexually active with two male partners, even though we're exclusive. Am I overreacting? And the answer is absolutely not. Let me get to the rest of it. My girlfriend went to the doctor today because she thought she had a retained tampon. I'm glad I'm not a girl. That's a terrible thing not to know if you have a retained tampon or not. After the appointment, she sent me a screenshot of her provider's notes. Everything seemed normal until I read this. She is currently sexually active with two male partners and does not use protection. The thing is, we've been in an exclusive relationship, so seeing that completely threw him off. No shit. She actually sent me the note herself. I didn't ask for it, which makes me wonder if it could just be a documentation error or if the doctor misunderstood something she said. At the same time, I don't know why a provider would write that if it wasn't mentioned. Thank you. Your superpower is supposed to be logic. Logically, that does not make any sense, but it is interesting, isn't it, that as men, we look for any reason to justify and hope that our girl is not dirty. Now, could there be a mistake? Yeah, but let's not, Occam's razor, right? If you hear hooves running, it's usually not zebras, it's horses. So I haven't confronted her or accused her of anything, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't accuse her or anything, but you should confront. I just want to understand what's going on before assuming the worst. Has anyone ever had something like this show up incorrectly in their medical records, or am I being naive to think it could be a mistake? How would you approach this conversation? You have to talk to your partner. Reddit's not going to answer your problems. If you look at most of the Reddit responses, they're kind of falling into the place where you're falling. They're trying to justify. They're trying to, come up with all these ways that you could be okay. The reality is, it's most likely, yeah, she's banging somebody else. Don't accuse her. Ask questions. Ask her about hey, what do you think? Can you explain this to me? And then pay attention. The two most powerful things we can do is ask good quality questions and listen carefully to the answers. Now, if you don't have proof, I mean, you want to might press on it. Hey, since this happened, do you mind if I look through your phone? That's not a controlling thing. You're trying to determine whether this person is a honest, good character human being, and then just pay attention to what she says. Don't be attached to it. She says no. All right, don't push. Don't accuse her or anything. Just it's another thing to notice. Dating is about getting to know another fellow human being. It's not about controlling them. It's not about changing them. It's about understanding who they are and if they align with you, with your goals, with your life. So just pay attention. If she freely gives it to you, if she's got a good explanation, like, yeah, I have no idea where that comes up. Well, maybe let's call the doctor. I mean, what the hell? You probably don't want that in your medical records if it doesn't align with her health. So let's figure that out. But if it turns out that everything, if she's a little bit doesn't share much, just just make sure that from now on you pay attention. Start paying attention to her actions. Forget her words. Okay, if your spidey sense is telling you to, forget the words. Pay attention to her actions. In the email or in the Reddit post, it doesn't say much about what else her life is like. If she's a pretty good, loyal person outside of this, you got to look at the whole picture. You can't just assume she's for the streets. If you have one email, you gotta be smart about it. You gotta look into. Maybe she's a great girl every other way, and this one thing, was a mistake. But what does your gut tell you? Clearly, you went on Reddit for a reason. If you knew that she wasn't lying, you probably would have never put a post on Reddit and asked for strangers' opinions. That's the other thing. Talk and have a conversation with her. If you can't have a conversation with her, how good of a relationship do you really have with her? Okay. So if you guys have any questions that you think I could answer, please DM me. I would love to do that. Until next time, I'll see you out there and I'll continue answering some of these Reddit questions.